Hello and welcome back to another episode of the News You Missed, the video game news show that recaps all of the gaming news that the big news media outlets won't. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode focuses on Xbox, PlayStation, and mostly Nintendo, so if you're a Switch owner, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. If you're here for this, let's get right to it. Before we jump into the video, I wanted to thank everyone who supports me on Patreon. This helps to support the show as this show remains ad-free on YouTube. I can basically cover any news stories I want thanks to you. So, for those fans over there supporting and donating, big thanks to you. And if you'd like to, check the link in the description below to keep this show afloat. Now, we're gonna start off with Xbox, and everybody already knows about this, but it's important to show this picture because we're starting to get a lot of these games that are going to be coming out, and some of them are coming to the cloud, which a lot of people didn't expect. So you're going to want to keep your eye out on that. Imagine playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on your phone. One of the bigger ones that have come out is MLB The Show, and there's a new story dedicated to that later on, so stay tuned for that. Xbox has also put out a one-of-a-kind portrait commissioned in honor of Bethesda joining them. It's pretty funny, man. It's for National Siblings Day. I like it. So Xbox, Spotify, and McDonald's collaboration could be incoming. Really, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have like some toys in McDonald's Happy Meals or like some type of coupons. And since summer is coming, Spotify always does deals too, to where you can get, you know, like 3 months of Spotify Premium for free. You get GamePass and you get Spotify for free for so long. You know what I mean? So that's probably what's going to happen. Sony has claimed that it was MLB's decision to put its baseball game, The Show 21, on Xbox Game Pass. So yeah, a lot of people are really excited about that. I did not know there were so many fans of baseball games out there, but there are. It's actually staggeringly surprising. Maybe it's a really good game. I'm not really into MLB The Show or MLB games, but a lot of people were kind of looking at it like, why did you put this on Xbox? This is a PlayStation thing, but there it is. And if you have Xbox Game Pass and you don't have $60, but you would like to play MLB The Show, but you have enough to get a month of Game Pass, you could play it. PlayStation is planning to bring the likes of Uncharted and God of War to mobile, which is really interesting. Again, they are currently shutting down their PlayStation Vita, their PlayStation Portable stores. This isn't a surprise because then they have no mobile presence whatsoever, other than the few phone games that they have out there. So of course, they're going to bring their big, huge franchises over to mobile. Doesn't seem like God of War or Uncharted would be the type of games that you would be able to continuously get money from. I don't know how they're going to make it like a gacha game or anything like that, but those are the games that make the most money, the ones with the microtransactions, and Sony's definitely not above that. Sony Studios are reportedly working on a remake of The Last of Us, while Sony begins development on a new game after the unsuccessful 2019 pitch to make Days Gone 2, which is pretty crazy if you think about it, because Days Gone is a pretty decent game. A lot of people really like it, and The Last of Us is going to be remade. So Sony's really focusing on their big hitter studios, which, what do you guys think about these remakes? Do you think it's good that Sony's focusing on its first party studios, its more huge big hitter games? I think that's good too, but I do believe that they need to support some other outlying industries as well. I know at one point in time they were focusing on indies, and a lot of people wanted them to focus on their big studios, and then they start focusing on their big studios, and then people criticize them for focusing on them instead of the indies. There are codes that have been put out to unlock the full version of Timesplitters 2 with Homefront Revolution. If you guys didn't know this, there is a native 4K port of Timesplitters hidden inside Homefront Revolution. The codes to unlock them were lost, but they have now been found. Somebody went through the game, reverse engineered and data mined, and did all that cool stuff that people do to get these games out, and they did it. PlayStation, Xbox, and Valve have been called to drop 6 days in Fallujah by the largest Muslim advocacy group in the US. Well, because it's the largest Muslim advocacy group in the US, I guess we better listen to them, right? They called the game an Arab murder simulator. Like, what Call of Duty isn't. And there's many other FPS games where you're killing Muslims, you're killing Arabs, you're killing Iraqis, Iranis, Afghanis. There's a lot of games where you're simulating war in the Middle East, because we kind of had a situation happen over there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but there was like this terrorist incident that happened way back in the day in America, and you know, it kind of sparked something big. Hey, we don't like you portraying us in a bad light. Hey, we don't like you killing us virtually. Could you please not release this game? I know some people are gonna defend this and say, well, it's really insensitive game, but like, really, bro? Like, really, bro? Next thing you're gonna say is that we should consider zombies' feelings in video games when we're killing hundreds of thousands of them. Deathloop has been delayed until September 14th, 2021. So we're gonna move on to some Nintendo news though. A Switch owner is so fed up with games lacking manuals that they made their own. They look pretty nice, Mario Odyssey being the one that's being shown off. I do wish games came with video game manual inserts. Nowadays, I don't know why they don't. It just seems more of a way to cut corners than anything else. Nintendo's future is focused on new IP and staple series. Staple series being Mario and Zelda, and not Metroid. Metroid never existed. Don't you say Metroid, because I don't know what the word Metroid means. No, seriously, they're talking about going forward with these new IPs. Like, you guys already see it with Splatoon. You know, it's really depressing that they have these old games that would work really, really well. Like, there's a lot of games that Nintendo could bring back from the dead, and a lot of people would really, really like them, and I think they would work today very, very well. What do you guys think? You let me know your comments in the section below. Should Nintendo focus on new IPs and the staple series, or should they go back and grab some of the older ones as well? A fan has fused Ocarina of Time and The Wind Waker in a new cool modded game. It's decent looking. It's more like cel shaded, makes the game look pretty decent, and if we had an HD Ocarina of Time, I think it would sell very, very well. This mod video being sort of a comparison to if we would have HD Ocarina of Time. What do you guys think? Would you like to play this? Would you like to try the mod out? You let me know in the comments down below. There's a rumor that Neopets coming to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know a lot of people who play Neopets, but because Flash Player is gone, so the Neopets team is thinking about bringing the Switch Neopets, I guess. Okay. Borderlands 3 Director's Cut has been rated for the Nintendo Switch. Might be on the way, so keep your eyes out for that. There's also a rumor that the latest Nintendo Switch firmware update contains Bluetooth audio support. If you're interested in not having that crazy Splatoon setup that they threw out that one time for just being able to talk to people in games, this would be pretty cool, and this would be a very, very nice solution, especially if you have some nice Bluetooth headphones. So that's great. Doug Bowser is excited to get the games industry back together for E3, so that's a big thing. I always love when the presidents come together, because it's just a sign that there is no console war, and all these people who talk about the console wars are silly. I joke about it, but there's real deal people out there who are willing to fight to the death over a piece of plastic. There's also another rumor, evidence of a new Nintendo Switch dock that has been updated. We talked about this before. Maybe it's just a dock and not just a Nintendo Switch, and it's supposed to upscale to 4K or a little bit more, you know what I mean? Who knows? Take it with a grain of salt. There's not much to it, but I thought I would cover it for you guys. And then finally, I wanted to conclude on this. Friendship ended with Mario. Now Pac-Man is my best friend. This meme template has been used a lot. It's no more fitting than now when Mario 99 was removed and replaced with Pac-Man 99. Tell me it ain't true, folks. Pac-Man 99 on Nintendo Switch Online. Mario didn't die. It's just Pac-Man 99 now. And by the way, on that note, a lot of people are talking about the Super Mario 3D All-Stars and how people are scalping them and selling them for ridiculous prices on eBay, but they're not. See, they're being sold at that price, but nobody is buying them at that price. So if you actually look under sold on eBay, I have yet to find someone who bought that for $1,000, for $15,000, for even above $60, because places like Amazon and Walmart are still selling that game, even though Nintendo has taken it off the shelves and is no longer producing that game. So once again, if you have news outlets out there clickbaiting you, don't get clickbaited. Look for yourself. And now I've been your host, Protomario. I wanted to thank you for taking time out to watch this video. If you're looking for Pokemon content, subscribe to Poke Stuff. That's where I put all my theories. I'm going to be re-uploading my old theories there as well, along with a lot of new ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. Click the like if you did, subscribe if you're active, and come on back every week for a news recap. And I will see you in the next one. As always, good gaming. God bless, and thanks for watching.